Fire in the hole, let's cook some hot dogs. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. What I got going on today is, well, what we're gonna do is talk a lot about hot dogs. I'm gonna cook some hot dogs, but we're gonna mostly talk about hot dogs because I got a lot to say about it. I got a lot to tell you. I'm gonna share some personal experiences with you. And I don't know, I'm not sure where to start. I think, well, the place to start would be when I was a kid growing up in Brooklyn. I used to go to Coney Island, which was, within walking distance of my house, my parents' house, and we would get hot dogs at Coney Island. They were the best. Hot dogs with sauerkraut, mustard and kraut, and that's what they had on them, and that's all they had, and that was fine. We didn't mind. And later on in life, I started going to school. I went to junior high school. I went to David A. Booty Junior High School in Brooklyn. And if I was lucky enough to be able to scare up 2 quarters, on my way home from school every day, there would be a push cart. And the push cart guy, for a quarter you could get a hot dog. And this was the kind of hot dogs they had. These are the Sabrett skinless beef frankfurters. They're still good. I still eat them today. Not the best ever, but they're good. And the guy would, for a quarter, you could get a hot dog, and this is what I would get on my hot dog. This is Sabrett pushcart style onions and sauce. I would get mustard and onions and sauce. Now, if he didn't have any of that, sometimes they ran out, I would get mustard and sauerkraut. That was my favorite. And so nowadays, things have changed. We've progressed here and there. Progression might be good, might not be good. So what I'm going to cook today is, these are Boar's Head uncured beef frankfurters, no nitrates, and they have a natural casing. And they're linked together. Let me show you. If you get them out of the package, you'll see what I'm talking about. Bear with me a minute. Okay, here we go. Here you go. Here, what's meant by natural casings is, you see they're linked together by the casing. Well, some of them are. Anyway, I'm going to cook up some of these. And the way we're going to cook them is also very nostalgic to me. I could just grill them. That's one good way to do them. One of my favorite ways to cook hot dogs is on the grill. I've seen people cook them in the microwave. Some people boil them. The ones on those push carts, I don't even think they boil them. I think all they do is leave them in that nasty water all day and let them cook like that. But what we're going to do today is steam these in beer. We're going to get them drunk. And the reason we're steaming them in beer is because another thing from my childhood, well, not my childhood, but my early adolescence, was there used to be a restaurant in South Florida called Lum's. And Lum's claim to fame was that they would steam their hot dogs in beer. And the Lum's downtown Hollywood was right next to the movie theater. And my friends and I would go to see a movie, and after the movie we would pile into the Lum's there, and I'll get hot dogs steamed in beer. So today I'm going to make a hot dog steamed in beer, but I'm also going to make a double dog chili cheese dog out of these, because that's another way of topping a hot dog. It's probably my favorite way of having it. So let me get my fire going good, and I'll get the beer in the pan, we'll get the hot dogs in the pan, and we'll cook up some hot dogs steamed in beer. So stay tuned. I got my cast iron pan on the fire, getting it good and hot, and we're going to dump in some beer. Just any old beer. I bet the beer they used at Lum's was probably, that's nice cold beer in a nice hot pan. Get that in there. The beer they used at Lum's was probably Butt Wiper, but I'm using a pretty good IPA. We get our dogs in there. Oh, that smells good already. Get our dogs in there. Get the rest of that beer in there. There you go. And we're going to cook them up. We're steaming them in beer, you see. So these dogs are going to be drunk, don't you think? After steaming in beer. And I've got some chili cooking up over here. And this is just Hormel chili that comes out of a can. chili with no beans. That's what you want for your hot dogs. And I said I was going to make a double dog, but now I'm thinking about making a triple dog because this is really smelling good right here. And this is a good way to cook hot dogs, steaming them in beer. I mean, you could cook them right on the grill and they look good that way. And I've seen people deep fry them, and I've seen people cook hot dogs in a million different ways. But this is just one way to do it, and this is one good way to do it. Steam them in beer. So let me get my chili warmed up, get my hot dogs steamed in beer, and then we're going to put together this chili cheese triple dog. So stay tuned. So for what I'm going to do today, there's no hot dog bun in the world that would stand up to this. So I got a piece of Italian bread, nice fresh Italian bread. I cut it open, and I'm going to get my dogs off of there that have been steamed in beer. Perfectly cooked hot dogs. And I said I was going to make a double dog. Well, I changed my mind. I'm going to make a triple dog. Why not? If you got it, flaunt it, right? Triple dog. A little bit of mustard on there. Oh, by the way, while we're talking about this, don't put ketchup on a hot dog, okay? Unless you're 12 years old or under, or 105 years old or over, do not put ketchup on a hot dog. Okay, let me get my chili over here. My Hormel chili that I warmed up. Slather this stuff down with some chili. Oh boy, it's looking good already. Okay. Now we're going to put some cheese on there, because it wouldn't be a chili cheese dog without some cheese, would it? I got some shredded Mexican cheese that I'm going to throw down on my triple dog. Nothing like some shredded Mexican cheese. How does that look? Does that look good? Could that be the good thumbnail for this video? I think so. Let me get a beer. We'll cut that thing in half and get a taste of it. So stay tuned. My triple dog is done. And here's the Frosty Root Boy mug, star of the show. And here's today's beer. This is from the Long Island Brewing Company. Beach Please. And I got this from Tango Joe. Tango Joe sent me. He sent me a whole box of awesome beers. This is just one of them. This is from Backyard Barbecues to the Beach. Our crisp, refreshing golden ale is the perfect liquid sunshine to adjust your attitude. 5.5% ABV. A golden ale from the Long Island Brewing Company. Tango Joe, you went out of your way this time, buddy. You got me some good stuff. He sent me some spices, and he sent me about 5 beers. We're going to be featuring them over the next few weeks. So let's pour out some Beach Please golden ale without spilling it or over foaming, if that can be done. Yeah, I think I did a good pour on that one, don't you? How do you like that? I hope my buddy Victor Bitter will appreciate my pouring skill, or lack of it. So let me zoom in on that a little bit. Yeah, let's go down a little bit. Beach Please. Get it? Beach Please. Child Please. Honey Hush. That's a golden ale from the Long Island Brewing Company. Let's take a sniff of that, Slawsa. Don't that look good? You got to go to Long Island to get that, baby. Oh, that smells great. Golden ale. It's beautiful. A beautiful color, isn't it? Excellent. I'm sorry, Slawsa, I forgot to say, let's quaff the froth off it, baby. Wow. Tango Joe, you have the best taste in beer. Every beer you ever sent me was excellent. I gotta tell you. Alright, let me see how I'm gonna attack this triple dog over here. I don't know if I can get this in my mouth or not. I don't think so. I think this is the kind of thing you have to eat with a knife and fork. I don't know. What am I going to do? What can I do? All I can do is pick it up and bite it. Mmm. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. That's an amazing. Look at that chili and cheese right there trying to get away. Mmm. Ha, I gotta tell you, that's a hot dog lover's dream right there. Mmm. You know what I love about those hot dogs? When you bite that natural casing, it makes like a snap. Know what I mean? Hey, I know I didn't do a proper drunken video, but don't worry. Next week will be a proper drunken video. You'll see. And you know, like I always say, babies, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, have I got a treat for you? Go up in the iCard and don't even watch his videos. Just subscribe right off the bat, because you're gonna want to be on this guy's subscriber list, because he just passed 1,000 subscribers, and he's headed up to like 10,000 pretty soon. The guy's name is Spinelli, and his channel name is All Wings Everything. The guy he's got about, I don't know how many videos he's got, but all of his videos are chicken wing videos, and they're all amazing. I'm gonna do one of his recipes, I think, next week. But in the meantime, go check out Spinelli at All Wings Everything, and check out his awesome wing recipes. The man is insane, and he's got some great recipes. So like I always say, if you like this crap, please subscribe. If not, go up and see Spinelli. He's awesome. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good. I'm not gonna shine you on with hot dogs again. I did the hot dog thing, you know. Next week will be something awesome, I promise. And you know, like I always say, we may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. This beer is awesome, Tango Joe. It's delicious. Ah, a golden ale. It's delicious. Thank you, Tango Joe. Thank you to my subscribers and audience for watching my videos and putting up with my crap. Please come back next week. And that's my video, babies. Bye.